Here it is. Ta-da. Ah.
Could you point that at Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you mind if we ask a few questions?
Of course. Do you want to get yourself in now while you're what? Make sure that you're
good.
You're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. Tell us about the itching people do. The scenario.
All right. So the question he's asking, because I told him a story. I can go out anywhere, whether it's at any gatherings, any places, and I can scan the crowd, and the demons will know when I've locked onto them when looking at people, and they'll freak out like, "Oh my God, he sees us," and he'll make the people that they're in feel uncomfortable. So they'll feel uncomfortable where they're at. They won't even know why they feel uncomfortable, and they'll start scratching, fidgeting, and feeling odd, and that they've got to leave or something's not right and move along. And I'll go to places with people and tell them this part of the gifts, and oh, you're crazy. I'm like, really? Watch. So I'll just look at somebody, and if there's something in them, they'll literally start to scratch, and they'll be like, "Holy smokes, that's freaking nuts!" And it is that the demons, without the people even looking at me, the demons are already manifested and looking out and around. So spiritual warfare is so much deeper than you can even possibly imagine.
This happened at the grocery store. I've gone grocery shopping with you, yo. 100%. He's healed people in the middle of aisle 4.
Oh my gosh.
No bullshit.
Well, so with my gifts, whether it's cleansing, whether it's healing, I can't stop in the middle of the grocery store and connect somebody with their loved ones on the other side. You know, but I do healings. So I'll see somebody no matter what it is. And most recently in the past 6 months, I won't let anything stop me. So if I see somebody in a wheelchair, I see somebody that's, totally so far off, I have learned that the only thing that would stop anything that I can do is my non-belief. And that's deep. I've been doing healings now for 15 years, from 4-stage cancer to Parkinson's disease to neuropathy to corrected eye vision, connecting people directly to their loved ones on the other side so that they can see them and talk to them themselves. And then I look at some people that are just totally gimped out, and I'm like, well, it's you that will have faith, not them. So
what you believe to be true is true, so you need to expand your beliefs.
Right? Well, my beliefs are there, but sometimes it's just like, okay, well, that's beyond, but nothing's beyond God.
Right.
If you think it is, then it is.
Yeah.
But you have to also have the faith. Like we did on my healing. So one of my biggest followers from the other side is Lorraine Warren. So I was at an event for Shirley Bloth, and this caretaker brought this guy over that was totally gimped out, could barely freaking walk, all messed up. And I did a bunch of healings that evening. And I came back, and I love my little Brent here. I want to flip that on her so she can say hi.
Hey,
so I love using Bren, my sidekick.
Yeah, my sidekick.
She comes in handy with she comes in handy with connecting to the other side, because it's not ego, but I'm amazed and amused even at myself with my own gifts. It is freaking absolutely wild. So after doing probably about 20 healings, cleansings that day, I was chatting with Bren, and I said, ask Lorraine if she was there. Ask Lorraine Warren if she was there. She goes, "Oh, yeah, she's there." I'm like, "Well, which one was your favorite one?" And she says, "Did you heal somebody that couldn't walk? Couldn't walk at all?" I don't know if was he brought into it with a walker, but he was so gimped out that was her favorite healing.
Lorraine
Warren, that was her favorite healing that day. That I freaking was just like, boom, laying hands on somebody that was, in anybody else's eyes, completely shocked.
Yeah.
I think it was the day that I stayed home.
Would you say it's fair to say that your flesh is a human being and your mind is literally an angel?
Well,
and I'm not saying mentally ill. I'm saying for real.
It's funny that you say that, and for real, the first person that came up to me and told me that they could see my wings, I thought they were playing with me and poking me and just trying to get on my good side because I'm doing light work or God's work. So I took it with a grain of salt and put it in my little sachet. And then somebody else said it, and somebody else said it, and somebody else said it. And now when I'm connecting with other people up in heaven with Bren, I'm like, ask him and I got a bright light.
A very bright, it's a huge bright aura.
A huge bright aura.
Yellow, neon yellow sometimes.
That can be
white.
seen throughout all of the realms.
Mm-hmm.
When I do this work, the demons come through. People tell me I need to shut up. They can hear my voice down there. That's mind-blowing shit. You go, what?
Your voice is your biggest weapon.
You
Just in
can
case
hear
people
my
don't know
voice
that.
down in
That's a
hell,
thing.
echoing through the chambers, and I need to shut up. But back to the wings. After so many people that are earthbound with the gift of sight had told me that they could see it, then when I went to your place,
I saw it.
When you were you saw my
I
wings as
saw it.
well?
I'll admit, I was kind of skeptical of the wings. I'm always skeptical of everything at first, but when you were sitting on that couch, I saw two gold wings. They were gold and white,
Right.
and they looked like they had a bunch of energy around it. And I saw it for about 5 seconds, so I definitely saw it.
When I was
100%. I was skeptical too.
I've never seen it, which
Yeah.
makes me feel like weird, but
When
But I know you were the real
maybe we
deal,
just
but
seem
I
like
just
good
didn't know
friends.
about the wings. I
when
was
I
like,
was doing
okay.
your Ansonia Pyricon
Yeah.
in 2022, my friend there, Nancy, unbeknownst to me, was asking everybody that she was able to detect that was gifted. Can you see his wings? Can you see his wings? So the table right next to mine that was selling all the signs. I guess the lady at that table could see him. And I'm like, you didn't bother want to tell me, that she was able to see him too. So now it gets even deeper than just being an earth angel. I mean, I was literally sent here. So I was laying, so I showed up at a friend's house and she was leaning up her porch staring at somebody with, if she was Superman, she would have smoked him with the eyes. And I was like, I'm not even going to cross through that path. I walked around, I came up in, I'm like, you okay? She came out of a trance, came inside. Yeah, she just showed up unannounced and just started cleaning her car in my driveway. Okay, so I sit down, the girl comes in. Girl's name was Stacy. And Stacy's in there, and I'm like, something told me to come here. My spirit guides told me to come here. I'm like, well, has she told you who I am? No. Oh, well, I'm so-and-so. Oh, my spirit guides told me I have to see you. So now anybody who doesn't believe in spirit guides or listening to them and sending them to places, stay down the rabbit hole. Stop. I used to not believe in, I used to always say it was a coincidence, it was made to happen. Now I do. For years, I was just like, yeah, I used to hate that line. It was meant to be. Now I'm like, pay attention. It's like I've not paid attention for so many years. Now I'm awake, so to speak. So she told me that her spirit guides told her that she has seen me. So we start doing a cleansing on her. So we start doing a cleansing on her, and all of a sudden, oh my God, you're Archangel Azrael, the angel of death, the healer, the this, the other. And I'm like, okay, we'll get back to that. It's her saying this stuff. So we'll get back to that later. So I continue on with the cleansings. And then all was said and done with, I was like, can we get back to that? Why did you call me Azrael? I never called you Azrael. Yes, you did. You called me Archangel Azrael. And I'm like, I don't even know who that is. At that point, I didn't even heard of him. Didn't have a clue as to who he was. And then she's like, no, I didn't. And then Nancy was like, yeah, you did. And her son was like, yeah, you did. She's like, what? Did I say that? I did? Okay. I'm like, yeah, you had a demon on you. Was it a my guy or a girl? A boy? Oh. And I'm like, who are you speaking to? Oh, Archangel Michael and Raphael. I'm like, these are your spirit guides that told you needed to see me. You didn't want to tell me this at the beginning when you're just going to say you have spirit guides? These are quite some spirit guides. Archangel Michael and Raphael.
Yeah.
So holy smokes. So she's freaking out that she had a male overlapping demon on her that was literally overlapped on her vessel. And we kicked it to the curb. She's blowing a freaking gasket. But that was freaking cool. There's so many episodes like that you do a lot of these things. I do a lot of things with Bren, and we don't have a camera rolling. So here I am as just...
That's why we're here,
right. Here I am just telling a story of something with mind-blowing stuff. And I've got thousands of stories. I stopped counting after 1,000 miracles. I'm north of over 3,500 miracles. And most, probably 99.5% of the people watching any of this that will be watching this probably would have never ever heard of me. So when I was at your Salem event, a gifted lady walks up to me. My mother told me I should come see you. I'm like, okay, cool. But you don't understand. My mother's on the other side. I'm like, Dad? She says, yeah. She's like, she came to me when I was over there and told me I need to go see you and that I can trust you. I'm like, really? She said, yeah. I asked her, what do you mean you can trust him? How do you know I can trust him? Oh, we know him up here. You can trust him. That is so freaking heart touching. You got a gifted person walks in front of you telling you you're well known in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
How beautiful is that?
Well, when I say it sounds exciting.
Huh?
When I say it sounds exciting, you know.
No, you say it, but has anybody ever come through and say, yeah, he's well known up here?
There's all kinds of things, man, right? You know?
Well, no, we asked if they can see my wings. We asked if my light is bright. So ask
if you're well known up there, we ask everybody, don't we?
All right, so we love to bring in different people. So when we're touching stuff, where you at, Kenny Rogers?
Every time you call someone's name that has passed away, they will come in right away. So as soon as you hear a dead person's name, he's sure they're here.
So we called him in for something else, and it wasn't his cup of tea. But something like this here that's loving and touching, you know, like we should have called him in for connecting that lady to the other side. That's what we asked him for. So when that was all said and done with, I'm like asking him, "Were you here?" No, I was already busy at another party. There's other people contacting me and connecting with me. So I mean, there were other gifted people out there, like Brent said, that also grabbed, you know, the different stars or different people that are out there. So he can leave.
They can be in more than one place at once, absolutely, but it doesn't mean they always are. You know what I mean? So I pick and choose.
So I don't even know what I wanted to say with Kenny when I brought him in.
I have no idea why I did that, but here he is. So there's that.
Well, he can be on. He can be a star again. On top of a star again. So I don't draw any lines against different people on different paths.
What was your? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I am so open that like when Brent told me that she's a Wicca path. You know?
Not necessarily, but so
she's half Jesus Christ, half
it's an interesting mixture with Christianity.
But with her, she has a lot of insight with Hecate, and what's the one that always comes with the blood on her face when she shows herself to me?
Callie.
What's her name?
It's got to be Callie.
Callie, yes, Callie.
Blood, yeah.
So evidently Hecate let her know that I'm way older than her, and she liked me better.
No, hey, you're older than Hecate.
I'm older than
but
Hecate,
you're not
right.
older than Callie.
Right. So I'm older than Hecate. And she liked it better when she knew me in way longer when I didn't have capability of voice. And I'm like, okay, I liked it better when you didn't talk. She's got a sense of humor.
Yep.
But so there are other gods, and in the Bible it says I'm a jealous God. Don't worship any other god before me. So we bring in Odin, and all sorts of other gods.
Hecate's kind of a feminist. She's always depicted as in like I don't need no man kind of a thing with that type of attitude, which is why she's always busting your butt basically. She's not a man, and you're more of a manly man, so she likes to tease you.
Are they gods under God?
Well,
or are they just
they're
supernatural beings?
To them.
They're
so
supernatural.
Would Hecate say that? Is Hecate here?
Yeah.
Would you say that you're a god under other gods?
Equal but different.
Equal but different. So, they'll have different answers. So I can't answer for them.
Because the Hindu religion has like thousands of gods and goddesses.
Right.
I feel like me personally, I believe.
I think they're real, but I don't count them as gods. But I count them as they're above us. They're definitely supernaturally. They could grant wishes and all that stuff.
I feel as though when once upon a time when we used 100% or 80% of our brain, that those are the passed over spirits of people trying to guide us now who are working at 10% of our capacity. So they're trying to show us what we used to possess, what we're capable of, and some of us have more capabilities that are using some of the things in our brains that they weren't. Do I believe for me? They're just different. It's a different vibe. But the Christian God, everybody's got their own beliefs, but I feel it is definitely correlated to Zeus a lot, and I feel a very lightning bolt sky Zeus energy from what everyone calls Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you want to call it, the Christian God.
But doesn't Jesus come in for you?
Yeah, I've said all the time since I was a kid, which is why when I went to the witch church, they said, you can't
bring
believe in Jesus.
in
I said,
right now.
how can I not?
So bring Jesus in right now and say, okay, Jesus, I believe that you're Zeus.
No, I don't believe he's Zeus.
Well, that's what I got out of that. How did you?
Did I take that wrong? I mean, God
Felt like
doesn't
you were
like
saying
God.
he was
God and
Zeus.
Jesus are two different things to me. I don't understand what we're saying here.
So
Jesus is like, a man spirit that lives. You know what I mean?
But
like,
you still call, well, do you believe that Jesus is the Son of God?
Yeah.
Right. So he was a man that lived, he was the spirit that put in man form. Yeah. Now we'll get on to the Christianity.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got one to write a book. Let's not say we did. Let's have
we got a book being written right here right now.
Do you believe in Hermes?
Yes.
Yes.
We brought in Odin. Odin's always freaking chilling. we always wake him up. You know?
And I have a friend who passed away who looks just like the entire embodiment of Odin. And he comes in and he looks, it's hysterical because he's passed away. And
almost 16 minutes.
It's really cute.
How much you want on it? Well, that's
just keep going.
That's just
keep
mine.
going.
That's not yours.
Yeah, keep going.
You can edit all yours.
No, keep going. This is a very good conversation.
Right.
Interesting.
So yeah, I love working with her. One of our best ones, besides bringing in all different gods all at once, she was blown away. They all know each other. They're all getting along. They all respect each other. We brought them all in, and we overwhelmed her. She's like, "You're bringing in too many people."
That happens a lot, though. You try to bring. That's like I said. I personally have my certain way of handling bringing in too many people at once. Because if you do bring in too many people at once as a psychic, you'll lose your mind. You'll go crazy. It's happened to me.
Do you believe in the early Bible there was magic that was performed by, the apostles? So, were they shamans? How do you feel about that? Because I see wizardry. You know what I mean? I see wizardry.
So
people, masonry.
I'm performing miracles. Yes. And some people will say that I'm performing magic. And how do you know that you're performing miracles in Christ's name? You're not doing magic for the guy down below.
It's very similar. It's the same thing as in manifestation versus spell work. Like, I've done a love spell. Manifestation is Christian, but let me tell you just how evil manifestation can be. Because love spell and manifestation are practically the same word. A manifestation of a love. When people do it for the true loves. It's very... So you have to walk the line. Magic is magic, whether or not what the hell you believe in or what your religion is. Magic is magic in every religion. It exists.
So to the answer, it's a blurry line to answer your question. If you were to watch witches do their incantations and their chants, and you were to go to a Gregorian church or a Catholic church or stuff like that, you're going to watch them doing the exact same thing with different words. So big thing in it is like she was saying.
It's not traditional, so they consider that they probably consider
you say it's not traditional, so I mean it's
original.
What is original? Mm-hmm. How far back do you want to go?
What were you going to say about voice? I think sound controls everything.
Voice
sound,
is very powerful.
Waves and all that.
So I knew that I had a gift with sound before I even knew I had a gift with sound. I could find almost like a fulcrum point of sound in a room. It's the wrong word to use. Fulcrum point is a balance place. But a vibration. I can go around a room and go, oh, and all of a sudden my tone will amplify, and I'll find a space that I can vibrate the house. I said, well, they snatched me in Waterbury Police Department, threw me in a cell and started macing me while I was in there. And I pissed them off. I just put my hand up and caught the mace as they were doing it. And then they fucking just put it over my head and made it rain. Can't stop that. So what I do is I use my voice. They kind of like, there's two sides of me. The side you don't want to tweak, and then the loving, nurturing side. You can see my
which I think goes back to the question of half man, half angel. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I found the acoustical part and freaking made the whole basement vibrate. They came down from the 4th floor, the detective bureau. You need to shut up. We can hear you upstairs. Like, what? Wow. Freaking vibrated the freaking building and sent my voice echoing. I can't even imagine. That was before I even knew that I was gifted. Yeah. I can't even imagine what I was doing here, there, and everywhere. Where were you? She was on the phone. and I
Oh
was
my
recording
God, that's right.
something.
You always call me into your shenanigans.
We-
You're over Nancy's. That's right.
Yes.
I know you can say this.
We separated freaking time and space.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was things you don't catch on camera, dude.
I'm sitting there and I'm recording things, and all of a sudden, my phones start going off with. I had 3 phones, and they start going off with different times. I'm filming something, and I'm watching them trying to go off into different areas. And first they were all in tune. Then they started going off 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute and a half. I'm like, okay, how is it changing like this here? She leaves. All of a sudden, it starts.
Hold on, I gotta go to the
bathroom.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. All of a sudden, it's like, freaking went freaking nuts. And I had to shut the freaking phone down. She comes back. What the hell just happened? I'm like, what? I was in the bathroom. It was like everything just shook and went weird and went wild. So I let her know. I was like, oh my God. And then I started talking to her, and she
Time was on messed up.
It went through every freaking realm out there. Kind of like when the trumpets are blown.
Yeah.
It went through every freaking realm. They all.
And that's
felt
what I
it.
mean. Everything is sound. Whatever the hell that sound was just literally tearing up
Well,
time.
yeah, they already know that infrared sound waves can,
Yeah. When
they can produce some pretty wild shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of science.
when you went loud, just every time you go loud, the light blinks.
Right?
I've noticed this. Yeah.
I've heard.
But you do. It's like they can't take the vibration and they come out. They want to flee.
Right.
That's what the whole thing is.
Yeah, they don't like
Yeah.
the voice and the eyes. So it was, I say funny. It was intriguing to me when I realized that when looking in people's eyes, I connect to heaven, and heaven is literally looking through my eyes into their soul to make things flee. So when they say the line, the eyes are the gateway to the soul, all of a sudden it was like, ding, 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 you got it. I'm like, whoa, what a freaking trip to get it, that way, to learn things with hands on. I mean, nobody gave me a clue. Nobody told me squat. The first person that ever even called me out as being a sensitive was Lorraine Warren with that story that's in Charles' book. Oh my God, you're a sensitive. And I'm like, I know I'm sensitive. No, not sensitive. I'm sensitive. You see things. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. I was like 29 years old. I ain't telling them they ain't putting me on meds. They like ministry, okay? No, it's okay. I see things. Half my crew sees things. Cameraman, all the batteries are dead. Cameraman, bring over the tripod. So bring over a tripod, give me a 15-minute interview. And a lot of that stuff is what's been going on for the past freaking 3 years. A lot of the things that I talked about in that video is a lot of things that's happening politically, spiritually, and we're literally living. So I need to get a copy of that.
Mm-hmm.
I literally gave the enemy the playbook as to how to freaking sink a ship, the world. Oh, how could you do this or how could you do that? I mean, they literally, so there are secret societies out there. So I was at that time seeing this chick called Irva, and so people would know her. She's from Cheshire. They used to call her Shovel Face. So
Wow, don't call her out or not in my eye.
I didn't put her last name out there.
Shovel face.
So she lined up a meeting for me to meet with some people, and it was at her brother's house. Her brother was in a high tech industry where they're more advanced than what is out yet. So they had me at a party, and they had a bunch of people at a table that was away from the TV. They told them that nobody's allowed to speak with what's going on. You can't say a word. If you do, you're out of here. Do you all understand? Yes. Like you, what we want to do is we want to play you something on TV. You want to tell us as fast as you can, as soon as you can, what you're seeing and what's going on, what's happening. Like, okay. So I'm watching them play with stuff behind the TV, figuring something. Now, this was in 1991, before they had iCams. So I ended up communicating what we do now with TV, doing it in 91 before the shit ever came out. So you can imagine how that was taxing on my brain. So they're playing behind the camera, running a wire down into the basement. So then they start this video. All of a sudden, the video starts, and there's the boats that they would use in the olden days for harpooning whales, the big white ones with the big dishes on it. And there's about 10 people in the boat, and they're all just sitting there, and nobody's moving. And I watched the waves on, and within about 3 seconds, it says it's sinking. And Irv was like, he saw this movie before. They stopped the freaking clip. We told you you're not allowed to speak. There's no way. He saw this clip before. Did you ever see this clip before or anything like this before? I'm like, no. Okay. We told you. Another outburst, you're gone. But I brought you here. You're gone. We told you the rules. They put it back on. 8 to 10 guys still in this big white freaking boat. Well, they call it a long boat. It's actually a long boat with steep walls. And the waves are coming and the waves are hitting it. And all of a sudden, you can all of a sudden see that there's less of the white boat in the water. But nobody in the boat is panicking. Kind of like life right now with people. The boat is sinking, but nobody knows what's going on. And it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Probably was like a 4-minute clip. And just before the water came over the top part here, and they never showed any sign of distress. Just before the water went over a cliff, it stopped and went to another one. So that one I caught within seconds. So I correlate to that, not just my gifts, but as a child, I would play in the bathtub with boats and all sorts of things. And I'd play God, basically, making big storms. I'd take these big waves and they'd smash up in the air and come down and crash on these boats. And they would take water on. How much of a storm could this boat handle before it starts to go under? So in my mind, I'm paying attention to these storms that I'm making and watching and taking notes in my mental mind, everything. So in just me making these storms when I was a little child, freaking instantly knew it was taking out water. But nobody in the boat panicked the whole 9 yards. Another one was a Chinese guy walking on a rice paddy, Vietnam. You see the rice paddies to the left, rice paddies to the right. He's got the Chinese speaking hat on. He's got the fat shit on his back. And what I saw peeking right through was the M16 strap. So I just smiled at them. Didn't say nothing. I'm like, I ain't fucking throwing my boy to the fucking wolves. So basically, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. If you're a freaking soldier and you're working out in the way inland, you don't want to be detected. You have to act like them. Because everything else is going to be booby trapped. The freaking rice paddies and all sorts of different areas. Because you don't want to be in the high ground. So basically, the path he was on is up here. The rice paddies are down here with the water and down there with the water. He's walking on the freaking path with the sachet, but he didn't have his freaking M16 string up high enough. Because I saw it dangling, and I was just like, ain't saying shit, or just smile. But it got really deep when the General of Color, back in 91, who was in charge of the Army. So he was on there. He came out. I actually got to attention. I knew it was real. I knew it was one-on-one communication with the TV at this point. They went from that movie flick to a talk show. And they had this guy come right out to a talk show. I jumped up, freaking at attention. And everybody in the room was like, the heck's he doing? I knew it was a freaking like 2 or 3 star general. What the heck was his name? Go back there. And all of a sudden they're talking about how all of the blacks in the Army decided to overthrow this here and they're taking it over because there's more blacks than whites. And they now control the Army. I just laughed. I'm like, there's more power from the freaking sky. You bomb the hell out of every army. And ironically, the powers to be that are paying attention to what I am saying, we went over to Kuwait when Iraq invaded Kuwait, and they had all their armies over there, and we just bombed the shit out of them from above for 100 days. Then when we just stopped bombing them from the sky, they just waved their flags. We let them come out of the freaking trenches with their tanks and go back to Iraq from Kuwait. You know, freaking hell and fury from above. You don't, I mean, it's good to have ground truth, but you don't need that. There's always something that will be better than something else. So at that party, they were like, we have somebody who's the most powerful person in the world. But he's a man of color. And we want to get him into office. And this is Barack Obama. Now, this is back in 89. That's why I want to get that damn film. So they're like, we have that, or we have a backup. But he's the most powerful person, and he's overseas right now. And he's going to run everything. He's going to run the whole world. I'm like, not going to happen. What do you mean it's not going to happen? I handed him the fucking playbook. I said, it's not going to happen because the only way anybody who's the most powerful person in the world has to be in control of the most powerful country in the world, the United States. And here he was, born in freaking wherever the hell he was, and freaking they just doctored everything and moved him over here and put him. I'm wondering if he might be the Antichrist. You know, that's a
They
possibility.
say the Antichrist is tall. How tall do you think Obama was?
I have no idea. But rumor has it that he might be running the country right now with the puppet freaking Joe Biden. So, and they were also talking about Hillary Clinton. Or we have a woman. I'm like, the woman ain't going to happen. But the other guy's black. I'm like, yeah, America will vote for a black man before they vote for a woman yet. It's just the way it is right now. That was back in 91. And sure as shit, they put freaking Barack right up in there. And it's almost as if powers to be don't want that video to come out. Can you imagine? Because that's prophesizing. That's literally prophesizing.
Kind of like Merlin or Merlin.
Now I was going to play the role of Merlin. That's why I grew my beard. And then things are disarray, so I didn't play the role of Merlin.
Yep.
So,
All right, let's take a break here.
We got to get a hold of Tony Spira.
Yeah.
Shout out, Tony.
Yeah.
Give him a film, man. 15 minutes.
that was some heavy stuff, man. But let me go take a little break.
All right, take a break. Yep. I'll check my phone and see.
How long is break? Do you have like 10 minutes? Do I have like 10 minutes? What do I got?
Wait, want me to take you home and come back?
No. No, I'm like, we got time to smoke a little weed or now.
This app is using the full screen.
Smoky.
Okay, yes it is.
I gotta find my shit.
Bloop, bloop. Do we even have, is there even a way to do pause on this? I wonder. Why does that look cloudy? Didn't I clean my lenses?
I love them announcing. Is your camera still running?
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm announcing I'm going for a smoke.
You're on film. Your voice is on film.
I'm going for a smoky smoke.
Bloop. All right. I don't even know if this darn thing has a, why doesn't this have a spin? Oh, it does. Come on, I'm hitting the. All right, spin it. I'm hitting the button for, here we go. Boom. Bald head, Mr. Biff is unstoppable. What's happening?
Your door's trying to kill my slow.
My door's trying to kill you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see who's got what's going on here.
My clothes.
All right, where's the, here we go. Boom. All right, 2 people still on here. 1 thumbs up. What's up, bald head? Mike Box. All right, Mr. Biff is unstoppable. Where are you from? Do you personally know Biff? Good questions. Good questions asked, bald head. How do I get this darn screen over? Here we go. Up. Bald head, are you still here? So the phone was on the other side of the room, so I wasn't able to watch stuff when I should probably have it right in front of me, doing like I'm doing now. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. All right, so who's watching now? We got Mike. I know you're there. Bald head, are you still here? Thank you, Mike. We try. Whoop, whoop. I fight demons. I know I get a little intense and I run on and
it's a lot of energy. That's why I was like, all right, I gotta take a little
one break coming up.
Yes. So you know what I want to do for the rest, if you don't mind? We want to film you investigating this house.
You want me to
film you talking to the spirits?
I usually don't. So I usually don't chat with them. So this is odd. For all of my gifts and all that I do, I don't chat with spirits so much. I mean, I'll say hello to my grandparents.
Do you think we can give it a whirl?
We can always
you and Brenda.
We can give it a whirl. Chickens and ducks are doing good, Mike. No, we can give it a whirl for you. So basically, I mean, anything can be done. Like with anybody with the gift of sight that can connect to the other side, I can do anything. I freaked her out with doing things that she didn't even think was possible. I'm like, just it's like me being a conductor of an orchestra. All I need is the tools.
Yeah.
You don't worry about what can and can't be done. You can't do this. My mind puts all the shit together like freaking. I'm like a savant with other gifted people. I just freaking and I play. So I don't say I play games. So with my gift of knowing, the gift of sight at certain hours, the gift of healing, the cleansing, with all of these different gifts I have, I work them the best that I can. But it's beautiful to have other people with other gifts to increase the orchestra, increase the capabilities. Yeah.
100%. Do you mind if I grab another one?
Yep, grab me one too, please. I think someone's doing 420. I hear some coughing. I'm just waiting for the down. All right now.
Is she okay?
She's smoking. She's partaking.
I didn't know.
Should be interesting seeing you guys investigating filming. I think so. I'm thinking to myself, why don't we record Biff investigating this place? Why don't we record him doing it this time? He hasn't really done it too much here. He doesn't really do.
I don't definitely answer the him more enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody has a spirit box, right?
We got good stuff already,
But you don't have a spirit box, right?
Bring it, no.
He has a spirit box. Whoop,
He's
whoop.
got one, yes.
But do you know how to work it?
Xbox. Not Xbox.
Xbox.
All right, friend, they want us to investigate the place. Yep, they want us to investigate the place. So I've never, as whacked as this sounds,
Activity room, this one, like general.
I was trying to tell him, Brent, as whacked as this sound, I don't reach out to them, but what we can try to do is,
That's why I think it will be good and interesting.
oh, well, we're just going to walk through and see what we see and feel.
Walk around.
You've got the gift of,
If you guys don't
I want to tell you guys something right now. This is a thing you don't realize. I mean, all of us, ghosts don't follow homes unless they're stuck to like an asylum because they have no family, their families abandoned them, prisons, asylums, things like that. Ghosts follow people. With me, for the most part, if they can find me, I've got like over 100 people that follow me.
Right.
So I'm going to stand here in this room, and you guys say, "Oh, this it could be that's my grandfather.
Right.
It's his grandfather. It's you. Every person brings their whole set of dead people. And when you're psychic like you are, Nick, you have like your neighbor from second grade's babysitter. You have the weirdest people. Every dead person you ever met is in connection with you.
Right. Yeah.
So the dead people we're bringing in are not as scary, and I've always tried to say that to people.
Right.
Don't have your first reaction
Really
to be
not.
fear.
Yeah.
Most of these ghosts that you're going to encounter with us in the same room, or us, we're going to encounter pretty normal, friendly, average spirit. You know what I mean?
Without the body.
You're more likely to run into demonic things. Back again at the asylums where they were abandoned and left for dead, things like that, and they don't have anything to attach to the asylum.
yeah, we're going to take him out of the water. Okay, big bad demon slayer with a big giant heart. And duckies, how's the water? Still somewhat warm? Yep, it is, luckily. Okay. Okay. Yep, we're going to take you out of there. Okay. Who's next? You want out? Okay. You guys are waterlogged, huh? Yes, you are. Who's next?
Yeah, let me draw up a bit, baby.
Who's next? You. Well, you guys are being nice to come out, huh? Yes, you're ready to come out of the tubby. You're ready to come out of the tubby. Huh? Yes. Okay, last but not least.
When you got these, were they like in?
No, they were tiny. They were all in a little box. Oh my God.
You're missing one?
No, they're all wet, and I'm wondering if this will be warm enough for them. Let me put that down a little lower. There you go.
Yeah. Just hopefully.
Okay. Okay. Big Demon Slayer's house with chickies and duckies. Oh my. Okay.
I want to get one.
Huh.
He's holding a grudge.
Yeah.
I don't know what sense of humor. He's holding a grudge.
Yes.
So can he be on the other side and still have some resentments and not be
Absolutely,
completely
yeah.
healed? I guess so.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's a process that you never,
Yeah.
ever.
Where did I just walk? Over here. Flashlight.
I haven't got that.
I think there's healing work. Yeah.
But it's not nearly like this, right?
Very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different. This is.
All right, we ready?
I don't know what this is.
All right, let's do it.
That would be kind of scary, guys.
That's a whole new conversation.
Okay.
Do we have an infrared?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna shut this light off. Do you mind it?
We're gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep, we're gonna go upstairs. That's where the most activity.
Yeah.
So, buddy, So basically, they want me to do a ghost paranormal investigative. I think you're trying to prep me up for freaking Friday and Saturday.
You should bring it home.
I know, that's what I'm
you.
saying.
Yeah.
Can I take it?
Make sure you keep him warm because he just came out of the tubby.
Yeah, take him-
And no, you're not taking him home. My goodness, I want to take him home.
yeah, make sure you counted how many you had.
Yeah, you gotta put him under the heat lamp. He's all wet,
Yeah.
and it's only like the house is only 70 degrees and it's a baby. So let it dry off a little.
Yeah,
and
you'll
then you
put him
pick,
in the heat, right?
after it dries off a little bit, then you can pick it back up.
Yeah.
Easter is
Oh, yeah.
third Sunday of this month, I think.
What?
Third Sunday of this month.
April?
We're in are we in April? No, we're only in March. Oh, third week of April. She loves it, Tricky. Lucky. All right, what's she going to the bathroom?
Yep.
You conjuring up demons in there?
He's busting the house real quick.
Here's my future chickies.
You know what's funny about that comment you just said? I went to my buddy's house in Torrington and I had to take a shit.
Yeah.
And I said, "Excuse me, is that on Facebook Live?"
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'll tell you after.
I wanted to go pee real quick.
Mikey.
Can I go pee, please?
Now you know how big the.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Mikey said Easter's April 9th. Bren,
What Easter's what?
April 9th.
Thank you.
What the heck?
Is that me?
That's me, Scam Likely. We always answer them. Let them talk to themselves.
Hello.
Hello, Scam Likely. Hello, hi. Can you hear me now? Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? See, I hung up already. All right, so we got
Might
the
as well
cameras.
talk back to
Where's Bren's in there? What's she doing? In the bathroom again?
Yeah.
Springing a leak? Shut this door here. Try to keep the house warm a little for these duckies. All right, ready to roll. Okay.
Hey, man, can you take a picture real quick? At your phone? Let me get them up. I want to take a picture.
Bum.
Cool.
That's it, about it. What?
You're missing your ducky already. Look at you.
Wow.
You like that ducky so much, you just want to hold it more.
I want to take it home.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Look at that, what she just caught.
Wow, right?
It's an anomaly.
Cool.
Now we're going upstairs.
Yep, we're gonna go upstairs.
Let's do it, party.
Yes,
I
we
never
shall.
go upstairs. This has got to be my fourth time. No lie.
That's gonna be my first time.
I hate the stairs. I hate the staircase. I can't.
What we're doing is
Something creepy about the
what we're doing
staircase.
is we're gonna film them for a while investigating.
There's something
Apparently
fucking
there wasn't
creepy in
much
here.
of an investigation here with them. So this should
Oh, I can hear the rain.
maybe the spirits
Did it
will
leak, you
really
mean?
act up.
There better not be any leak.
Should be interesting.
Okay, welcome to the upstairs of the Demon Slayer's lair.
Ow.
Yeah, big one.
I need to get a rocking chair. So I can put a rocking chair up here, and then we can ask him to move the rocking chair. That would be
That'd
cool.
be great.
Ooh.
All right,
that
so-
would be cool.
I'm going to come into this room here.
I didn't know you got this much done.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Maybe I should spend some money on it. Keep it. Add value to how it's called a fucking day. I get it.
All right,
I get
so
it has these things.
all right, this room here is above my bedroom, and roughly in this area here, I always hear talking and music. So they're always partying up here and having a good time. So I don't know. We don't want to send them away and till they want to go away. But the lovely Bren here. What are you feeling in this room here, Bren? There's always freaking good times going on while I'm sleeping below.
Well, it's funny you said rocking chair because I'm hearing it from the 1865 when we first looked at the property, what we've been seeing from the original owners, or
Yeah.
pretty far back. There might have been owners older than them. But she's sitting in the rocking chair holding her firstborn. Remember, she had the two children, and then she's showing me herself rocking. In the
Wow.
chair, so.
That's
That's
freaking
just how
cool.
I feel in here. So.
Wow.
In here, right here.
Right? Cool.
So might have been the kids' room or something.
So now, young man, you want me to try to do what? Conjure something up? Talk to somebody, bring
be
something
natural,
in?
Just let it go, whatever you feel.
But so
well, just
the
try to talk to the spirits.
well, they know I'm here. They feel me. They feel me. They see me. So when they want to make their presence known,
Even if they're not showing up in front of us, we're
Right.
gonna go review the footage.
Right.
Yeah.
all right.
at the
So
time.
I think
Yes.
I have an idea of what you want.
Yes.
All right.
Something
So
super. We want to try to get
What-
something
what-
supernatural to happen.
whatever
on
is in here, or around here, or can even hear my voice, I want you to make your presence known on this infrared. Can you see things instantly when it does?
Mhm.
All right, cool. So come on next to me. Stand next to me, would you please? Just so that we can see your presence here. And the lovely Bren can maybe feel something and communicate with you. Let me know if anything comes true. See anything yet or no? All right, so I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer just because the voice carries throughout all the realms. Let me know if something pops up, all right? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. You seeing anything? Nothing. Bren, you feeling it? You feeling anything through the realms, through the senses, anything?
I'm not sure what realm.
Just because
And-
he's not
and-
picking it up doesn't mean it's not there.
Right.
I'm not,
It's
like I'm
just a
saying, I'm
light.
not sure what realm it's from, but I'm hearing like screaming and fleeing of black spirits. Like there's like demons go somewhere. Like you're scaring demons somewhere. Is it here? Is there demons in your house?
Well, when I
Like that's interesting.
Say that,
That's
right?
interesting, right? What do you
well,
mean?
well,
What do you
anybody,
mean we just cleared
any-
this room without
any-
any demons? There's a lot that I just felt.
well, like you said, people can bring things with them.
yeah,
Remember?
but I'm saying they weren't. But I've never seen that many. They weren't. Remember, I was saying most spirits are positive, happy spirits.
Right.
Well, here comes everything to prove me bullshit wrong. Because I just felt like a ton of negative spirits going
Just
out.
totally free.
It wasn't regular, like
Right.
my cousin Joe.
Right.
So it didn't feel good, which is like, what are you storing them up here?
Well, how do you feel now?
Better after you said it. You could
Right.
feel like the whole room lighting up. You could hear them screaming. I can feel them fleeing. Whatever.
How'd you feel, Amy? Did you feel any
I don't know why there's
change in
bad
the
stuff
energy in here?
but there
It's
is.
not really
there's like a lot of excitement in here. However, I feel like we're being watched from that room though. Like there's something like near the doorway. I would say it's something like I saw an entity like right here.
Right?
It was like literally watching us.
This wall leaning to the left.
Excuse me. Could you share the story about how your roommate?
Oh, you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
What happened?
Here,
Oh,
grab,
shit.
grab the camera.
There's
Grab
no
the camera.
fucking lights up here. It's like some bullshit, you guys.
You all right?
You okay?
Oh, shit.
So my light flashed before my eyes. That's cool. I did something to my knee.
Bruised it?
I just hope so.
Her cup's right there.
Oh shoot. Are you okay? Wait,
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm a little shocked.
You think something pushed you?
No.
You all right?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Don't say something pushed me. That's creepy. I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's not even funny.
No,
I'm not joking.
he said it, not me.
No, I know, but as soon as he said it, I got the creeps. I was like, oh my god, maybe something did. I don't come up here for a reason. I don't like it up here. But this, I literally killed, this is the fourth time I've been up here, and I've been hanging out here for 2 years, man. Fuck it.
That's crazy.
Are you
Not coming back.
What's that?
I'm
Are you
not,
okay?
I'm not. I hate these stairs. I've always seen that too.
Is your knee better?
Yeah, I can walk.
Okay,
It's gonna
good.
be swollen and shit.
You got lucky there, I'll tell you that.
Dude,
much.
I saw my life flash from my
All I heard
eyes.
was all I heard
I'm
was
still
her
like,
talking
I'm
about
still
it.
about her pounds.
I don't
And
like
I
that
already
energy.
knew I already knew what happened.
I don't like that.
So we just had a
energy.
phenomenon here.
Not too
I'm not sure if it was paranormal related or whatnot, but Brenda took quite a fall down there. And it definitely freaked me out. You know, I was concerned. But, I mean, what do you think of that, Biff? Do you think that was paranormal influenced or?
Well, I think it was, I mean, I don't want to be too crude, but a little neglect. We're all walking. We all know this whole thing.
Yeah.
But, no comment at this point. So, she feels something over here. Let's see how the lights look out there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Huh?
Is this gonna end up being like
The apartment, yeah.
I'm just like curious. Because remember how I said that something like was in here
Yeah,
and it was watching us?
yeah.
I'm just starting to think.
When you said it was in here, that's when we came in here and then boom, she fell.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't think what was in here was I don't think she was pushed, but I feel like maybe she didn't feel this, but like something was going come on, like
Yeah.
literally and made her fall.
Because it is weird because right when we came in here, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
There was
It
just
was
a
like
rainbow
we
on my
were being
phone.
punished for it or
Right.
something like that. You just get something?
I'm sorry, I was reading a comment. What'd you say?
No, I was just
It's just
I
that,
thought-
like, literally when we were in that room, this thing was standing right here, like, literally looking at us like this. So
Does he know who he's looking at?
yeah, he knows, and that's why when he, like, literally when we started walking, he's like, literally,
Get out
he
the way.
wanted to disappear. Like, he was like, and so he mostly spends a lot of time up here too. That's the thing.
Well, can you chat with him? Can you ask him what his name is?
It's hard to pronounce his name. Like it's in another, like, it's in another language.
French?
I think it is.
This
French,
used to be
yes.
French Quarters. Imagine that.
oh wow.
This used to
Yes.
be Plymouth Hollow.
Oh wow.
Or Plymouth Hollow, Hollow. Plymouth Hollow.
Yeah.
How whack is that?
Yeah.
So I went down to the freaking town hall. Go ahead. No.
Oh no.
So
go
he.
ahead.
I'm saying I'm thinking French, because this was owned by the French owned this area, and some English. Sanderson actually owned this area as well, and Sanderson is English.
Wow.
But yeah, so come to find out, because I was trying to find this place here, the grist mill, in the town records, and the furthest back it went was 1788. And I'm like, well, I know this place was older than that. Come to find out, it's in the records of Plymouth, because Plymouth gave Thomaston this chunk of land, signed it over to them. So everything about this place is literally in Plymouth, not in Thomaston.
Yep.
So in Thomaston, the first time it was recorded in 1788, it was, no, 1888. It was recorded as the old grist mill, which meant that it had already been retired.
Mm-hmm.
How long does a grist mill work for? 100 years? So the place has to be at least 1788, if not older.
Yeah, they can be pretty old.
Gee.
I know the one that's up the street from my job. That one easily is over 100 years old. It used to be now it's a farm.
I'm getting another thing. You know how we went in there and Bren said that there was a lady, like she was in a rocking chair
Yeah.
with a baby?
Yeah.
I think him and her were related.
All right.
So it just seems like he seems like he's trying to be the boss. Like, what do you
What's he
do?
gonna be, the boss over her?
What basically
Ask him-
like he thinks he's the boss of basically
Yeah, but
everything
does he,
around.
well,
Like,
does he realize that this is no longer his? How do I even put this here?
like it was his office. Basically.
Right. Well, if it was very
Yeah.
good. So it was his office. Does he not
Yes.
see? Does he still see the change the way it was, or does he see how it is now?
He sees how it is now,
Right.
and he's not a very happy person about it, and that's what. But
Well, would he like to go to heaven?
Something
he's
just
he's
moved,
he's like why should I want to go to heaven?
Oh, because-
Seriously, I'm not even. He goes, I'm not even dead.
Well, you don't think you're dead.
He goes, wait.
If
a
you're
minute.
not dead, touch me. If you're not dead, touch me.
God, I mean,
He just doesn't know. Like he's.
No, he needs reality. He needs a dose of reality. If you're not dead, touch me.
yeah, he's reality check.
What's he saying?
He's just like, still just giving you that mad look. Like
Give me a
I don't-
mad look.
Like literally, like I don't have to do anything. Like I'm just.
Well, all right. So here's a funny thing. Ask him if he can see my light.
Yeah, and he feels threatened by it.
Well, yeah. Now ask him. Well, first, not even ask him.
But he doesn't like the fact
Li-
that we're all good
Right.
people
Well,
up here.
listen to me. If I wanted him gone, I can freaking dispose of him in a multiple different ways.
Yeah.
I can A, kick his butt, which I'm not a heartless SOB, so I haven't kicked his butt. But he needs to learn not to, I don't want to say play nice, but to be more respectful. If you don't want to recognize that you're dead, you have to recognize the new ownership and show respect to the new ownership. It's a lot to lay on somebody.
I'm like literally like I literally feel him like his ball of energy, like he's like literally getting so angry, like
Really? Well,
Like
let,
this.
let me know what the anger does right now.
yeah.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now, do you want to hang around and play with the company we're going to have this weekend? Or do you want me to show you more power?
He's hiding right now
Yeah.
after you did that prayer.
Oh, wow.
And now I can't even like literally like he's somewhere hiding within these walls. Like he like literally like it's just like he went goodbye.
Well, yeah.
I'm not like it's like I decided to play hide and seek, but I'm not coming out. Like
Right.
you know.
All right. So there's all. I mean, destruction is easy, you know. So terminating demons, telling spirits, you're not welcome here. That's easy stuff. But I don't like to see lost spirits. I like to help these, just like I have the big heart with the ducks and chickens and everything else. I want to help them cross over. Something just lit me up.
Something's making noises. I saw an apparition too while you were doing that, like 5 minutes ago. Ross, but something's making some weird noise. Did you hear that? And soon you said you felt something, but something.
Yeah, I got lit up.
Yeah.
So I felt
something's
an
making some
energy
noise.
surge.
Sounded like a hissing noise.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kill it.
Like I said, he hid somewhere, but he's.
Did he give you? Try to pronounce the name that he gave you.
I'm not good with speaking. Like I'm still trying to learn that language. I'm still trying to learn French. No, his name began with a.
Because this was called the French Quarters.
Yeah, French one actually.
Imagine that. That's why first it popped in my head was that it was French. Because it used to be called the French Quarters. What a shallow ceiling, huh? So the lights were on bright enough when you guys showed up? That you can see them?
Go down there.
Cool, yeah.
I love the
I didn't
stairs.
see down there.
To the left. To the left, to the left.
Great.
So that's like a whole like path.
That's a whole path, yep. That's where the water went for the water wheel. So that path is the...
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that took a lot out of me. Like literally, like when the spirits channel through me, it all depends on the spirit. If sometimes it's a negative spirit, it's like whatever they're feeling. If whether it's like anger or sadness, it's like literally it just like I start feeling it, but it takes all the energy out of me because I don't even know how I'm feeling. Am I feeling like? But then I realize I'm feeling what the spirit's feeling, but I don't have my say
it's not ego, but rest assured, if anything ever makes you feel uncomfortable, just tell me. We'll kick you right to the friggin' curb. Just they can get angry all they want, but there's a pecking order. It's funny, I got a bunch of chickens that I'm learning from them. There's a pecking order. I'm not God. I don't claim to be, but I'm extremely blessed, and He's got my back. So anything that's below that, they ain't got a freaking chance in hell to try to do anything to mess with anybody. You know what I mean? I called Bill today, asked him how he was doing. He says he's doing okay. Make sure. Let's check that door. Just make sure it's locked. No. The doorknob. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Did you want to do anything else up here? You good up here?
No, we're good.
We're good.
I think we got.
All right. The stairs are right there. Don't take the elevator. You like that
Honestly,
joke?
though,
Don't
do
take
you
the
think
elevator.
that was supernatural related?
No, I think she just stepped off with one leg. Which all of us walked by it, but her. You know. She's probably too busy. Oh, she's blind practically. Somebody grabbed the cup, I see.
She did. She did. Make sure you're okay. It was this very angry presence, and he was basically.
Do you think something caused that?
I was just thinking, it happened so
I feel it.
fast.
I feel
that I can't even, like you said it, like it happened so fast. All I know is like I'm staring at open face, like and my face is just going downstairs. So that's all I know. And I'm just like looking,
You got
like
lucky there.
that's all I can say. It's like I'm fine. I couldn't die.
Big time lucky, because you could have went head first, like down all
I was
the way.
headed. I was face down the stairs.
What is the possibility that was supernatural related?
Possibility? Yeah, I'm not an exaggerating kind of person.
Because
so,
when she said that there's a spirit in the other room, soon as we went into the room, that's when it happened. As soon as we went in
also
there.
when I asked, well, you guys asked me what I felt in the other room too, and I felt a lot of screaming and weird and like evil and crap.
Yeah.
So I've never liked the upstairs. I'm telling you, I've hung around here for how many years? Probably 2, and maybe 4th time I've been up there, and not always on these stairs. These stairs in particular, something's wrong. But
when I
And I don't.
when I
This,
asked
and
you,
now it's the longest I've ever hung out up there, and I didn't like any of it. Like,
did you
I'm not
feel
going
like
back.
there was a
The ducks in
heaviness
the
of
rubber
darkness
tub.
up there?
Oh,
Nasty.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, they're not on the
okay,
tub.
Okay. Just making
When I said when I
Is it
asked
one
you,
now, or
Hector,
is
you
it still
going?
too?
When I asked
Is
you
it still too cold?
about if something
Well,
pushed you,
I
did that
feel
like
it
give
off.
you
Put 'em in
like
your-
did
I
that
felt
Pig,
it here. I felt it.
Keep
like,
them nice and
very
close
soul
to
soul
you,
or
nice
heart or
and
whatever you
warm.
wanna say. I
so
felt it.
there's a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strong possibility, weak possibility.
If you feel that
Stronger
if
than,
you feel that the wetness
I've
on
never
them
been,
is starting to get cold,
physically
put them back.
attacked, So I
Okay.
guess I don't want to like bullshit, but there's a high possibility.
Wow.
Yeah. Because there's nothing
You
that was
got
good.
lucky. If you
There's nothing
landed
good
the
up
wrong
there.
way, you would have
Yes.
been.
I was about to break my neck.
Yeah,
Like
you would've been
that's what's
screwed.
going on right there, yo.
Well, there's the man upstairs, and then there's the lady that you were talking about who had her baby.
The baby.
They-
She's a positive spirit.
But the thing though is that this will make you say, what? They're actually related. I
Really? It could be
Yeah.
the husband.
probably.
Because that's what I've seen here too, but I've never really sat down and like talked to them or see what their deal is. We came around and we before you started moving crap in and putting your energy in here, we were feeling this is when you first looked at it before we came in here, we started feeling the place out.
Yep.
I wrote the poem about this house after kind of seeing what was here, that's why the negative vibe? I don't know. But I don't know if this had negative vibes originally because I looked through the windows, saw some orbs when he first bought the place. They cleaned it out, and then his energy was put in here. By the time I came to the first floor was clear and beautiful, and this has always been.
Well, like I said, the thing between him and her, he knows he doesn't accept the fact that he's dead. He's
Right.
like, I'm not dead. And then as soon as they started saying the Lord's Prayer,
Well, if you're not dead, touch me. I was like,
he could he's within the walls somewhere. He like
Yup, so
literally,
he's not having Biff's voice,
Yeah,
or he's not having
exactly.
any of that, yo.
So
So that's not good. It's a good sign.
So when a spirit channels me, sometimes I feel what the spirit is feeling. Like, if they're feeling like, very peaceful, I'm like,
Empathetic.
and then when they're feeling angry, I literally, it's not only feeling angry, but I feel like my energy is like getting sucked right out, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
hate that.
and then once he like hit, I was like, I just started feeling very
Drained.
like, yeah, I'm like, what? Seriously, like it's like this, whatever it was just trying to suck all the energy out of me.
Because he
So-
doesn't think he's dead. He wants your light. He
Right,
wants your
yeah,
energy. He's like, what do you
exactly.
mean I'm dead?
Yeah.
And so he's got an energy vampire on you, right?
And once he,
I wonder if that happens around here. He's more protected than I am, so I wonder if it happens. Things like that happen around here that maybe I'm not picking up on. Because part of being around here isn't just that I'm observing all the time. I'm eating dinner. I'm walking around. I'm,
yeah,
not with my, my skill, all my whatever, my powers turned on and paying attention and shit.
yes,
So I wonder how much shit I miss.
yeah,
Let's ask the
But-
spirit box.
but yeah, it was pretty. It was.
It's gonna start swearing if it sits next to me.
I want to see if it pushed you down the stairs. I want to see if
just let it just let it say whatever it's gonna say.
Limpy Gimpy, whatever you said the other day. My heart was pounding right when she walked into that room. Right before I fell, it was pounding. Like unusually. Like I should have panicked as I was falling, but I didn't. I panicked like
All right, let's see what this
like
baby
3 steps
says.
before I.
Did you push Brenda down the stairs?
John Drake.
I have 2 ex-boyfriends named John back to back.
Would they say John
Did you
Draken?
push Brenda down the stairs?
I can make
Are you upset?
I can make it go faster. You want me to make it faster?
That's a nice newer version too.
Like when you hear like like a
If it's a good
word
enough
over
percentage, I won't
several-
go back upstairs. So
over
that's a
several, like-
thing, I guess, right?
Like then that's
I'll give it a
There should be
90% if
something.
I won't go back upstairs.
because
at
that's
all.
changing through radio
It's
stations.
just,
Like four radio stations every second or something like that. That's what that noise is. So if you
If you push her off the stairs, down the stairs, yes or no?
Yeah.
that's going too fast.
well, here's the thing: if you want it, because if it's slowed down, then the more like I feel like
Who's upstairs?
the more interference
Who's
you're
the
gonna get
Frenchman
from
upstairs?
regular radio stations, because you're gonna hear all the stuff going on. So the faster it's going, the less you're gonna hear from those stations. But if you hear like a full word or like a sentence over
Are you
several
trying to
of
harm
those,
Brenda?
frequencies, then it
His
should
name
be
is
something.
Dan.
I'm still I never really played
His
with
name
it.
is
I'm still trying to figure it
I
out.
heard it through the thing. The French guy, yeah. His name is Danton.
Danton?
Yeah.
Danton.
This is some good footage tonight. Very good. Everything. No offense, but that fall was pretty good.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
use it if you don't mind.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I sounded like. I
Yeah.
remember, like, I probably was.
I was
silent.
concerned
Did I
though, don't get me
scream?
wrong.
Did
I thought I was
scream?
concerned. I
Was it
wasn't
dramatic?
I'm not
Did I
trying to be
scream at all?
insensitive. I was concerned.
Well, I
We
was
were all
too.
concerned.